Hey everybody, Brandon here with your weekly update. First off, Ghost Bloods, we are at bing 77%. So past the 3/4 mark, heading toward the finish line. Theoretically, December editorial is actually giving me until January 15th. So we'll see if I end up needing those extra 2 weeks or not. But that's when my deadline for turning that in is. I've been talking to you for a few weeks about this cool thing that I came up with, which is the Sanderson Starter Pack. So what is the Sanderson Starter Pack? As a reminder, this is, a lot of people heard about me in the last few years, the Kickstarter, plus, the release of Stormlight 5 and things like that. And getting into my books is a little intimidating because there's quite a number of them. And so I pitched to the team this idea of a starter pack with Emperor Soul, Tress of the Emerald Sea, and Mistborn. Well, we are finally releasing this. It's coming out today. And we're starting, it's available only on TikTok for right now. You've already heard about all this part, but guess what I've got for you? So, as a reminder, my pitch for this whole thing was papercraft. I've seen some really cool papercraft designs online. I'm like, what if we did just actual papercraft covers that obviously we can't get this to have the texture, but I feel like having actual texture to a piece of art translates really well. And so we have the Mistborn piece by Rosie right here, and it's just incredible. You can see, I'm going to turn it just a little bit so you can get the 3D feel of it. Like she knocked this one completely out of the park. I love how it looks. This is the actual original that we then took pictures of to make this papercraft cover. I'll try to get the Emperor's Soul one done by Kristina Skarstedt, which is equally awesome. So I'm going to leave that there for you to admire. Once again, themed as a starter pack. And so like the back of the book is something I wrote that is not like a traditional marketing copy. It's me talking to you saying, hey, here's what my book is like, and here's why you may want to start with this book if you want to get into my books. And I wrote those for the backs of all these. Again, starting on TikTok to support this week on Thursday, I will be doing a TikTok live. So that's at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. If you want to come see me on TikTok, where I'll be answering non-spoiler questions and talking about this kind of cool idea for a starter pack. And if you want to pick up copies, we really pushed hard to get these out for the holidays because we thought some of you may be wanting to give a starter pack of my books to your family members, and that's what this is intended for. They'll be able to read the backs of them and be like, oh, that's what this book is. I'll give it a try. So anyway, come join me, pick up some things. We will make them available eventually for people who don't have, TikTok or things like that. Don't stress. But again, this is targeted at people who've heard of me but never tried me before. And maybe eventually we'll try to get all 3 Mistborn in this style. I know a lot of you in the comments before were saying how much you love this style. And you can see how much I love how this turned out. So there we are. So Thursday, 7 o'clock on TikTok. I'm very hip. I'm doing what the kids do. I'm on TikTok at 7, not at 6/7. Speaking of cool covers, we've been doing trade paperback editions of my books. This is, if you know, the kind of bigger, oversized paperbacks. And we generally have been putting new covers on them. Not with the Stormlight books yet, but with Mistborn we did. And so we went to the awesome Dan Dos Santos and said, hey, if you wanted to do a Warbreaker cover, he did the original. Do you want to do a new one? What would you do? And he had one in his pocket because it's an idea he'd pitched to us for the Warbreaker Leatherbound and that we'd all loved and we hadn't ended up choosing and kind of regretted it a little bit. We're going to show you on the screen right now the most blingy Sanderson cover ever, where we just let Dan go wild. I love this cover. It's so incredible. The sketches and concepts he came up with didn't do it justice for just how radiant this cover looks. This is, I've been joking, the most Jane cover I've ever done. Jane being my sister. She really likes this kind of stuff. If you saw her phone, you would see the phone cover she has is the most bling I've ever seen on a phone cover. Another cool thing for you, every year we do a Christmas ornament. These are for charity. We do these with Lightweaver. And so these are all, those of you who love them know what they are, but this is our charity ornament this year. This is obviously referencing Isles of the Emberdark. So we will have these for sale at Nexus, but they also are on the Lightweaver shop right now. So you can go pick up one of these if you're interested in supporting the various charity work that we do. So there you are. I really like how this one turned out. Otherwise, I will see you all on Thursday at 7 o'clock on TikTok. I have Gen Alpha kids, and I killed that meme for them. I walked in, and I did it, and I knew that it didn't mean anything, and I understood the meme better than they did and got to explain to them why it's a meme. I felt very cool having done that. Also, that meme is obviously dead because I am 49, and I understand it. So